Hello, 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 and welcome back to Satisfactory. My voice is back. I took a few weeks off, and now we're back and ready to play. Last episode, we built this incredible 1.2 gigawatt power factory, and it is serving us very well. We're still only using a third of our capacity, but in the next few episodes, we are going to be taking that up a big notch. One of the things that I noticed is that we actually were underserving our coal generators with their water. As I mentioned the math of last time, each one of these water generators does 120 per minute, and each one of these generators consumes 45 per minute. We have 8 per side, which means that we are producing down there 720 water. And up here are 16 generators consuming 45 per minute. We're consuming 720 water per minute, which means that we needed each of our pipes to be doing 360. However, pipeline Mark 1 has a maximum flow rate of 300 per minute, which means that I actually needed to add a third water line that connected up the back generators all the way down to the middle over here. I've done that now. I ran it all the way through the center of our factory and hooked it up right to that back connection so that we're really feeding these two back generators. And we had a little bit of power instability in between episodes, but that's now fixed. This power is effectively a set it and forget it type of situation, which means that now that we've built this, it's time to say goodbye and head back to the home base. Back at the home base, and as you can see, our old biomass burners are still living it up in here. They've got full fuel capacity, and I don't even know if they're consuming anything. Hopefully they're not, because these biomass burners are effectively just this extra bit. You see how our production is 1200, but our capacity is 1500? This 300 comes from our 10 burners that we've got over here. And I'm hoping that none of these are actually consuming any of the fuel. They're just kind of looking like it, you know. Last episode, while building the coal plant, we got a whole bunch of things. Oh, we have a hard drive to look at. What do we got? What do we got? Fused wire and fine concrete. Both of these just add another material into something that is otherwise pretty typical. We're rescanning it. Charcoal or copper rotors. Charcoal is completely useless to me. So, copper rotor it is. There we go. We got ourselves an new alt recipe. As I was saying, we found a bunch of new things as we were out exploring last episode. I already scanned for quartz and we're on our way towards unlocking silica and quartz crystals. We also found some sulfur. Start researching that. Let's see what's down this train. Oh, hi, Ada. Oh, it's been a few weeks. I've missed
This unknown
you.
chemical element was in reality an unusual mixture of solid sulfide and sulfate materials
Sulfur
from which
doesn't smell
sulfur can be
good, though.
extracted.
Not a
Sulfur's
fan.
primary use lies in fertilizers, which we have no use for.
Yeah,
Instead,
see? No
this
use.
element
Like I said.
enables access to more volatile obstacle clearing and pioneer defending tools.
Oh, well, thank you for that, Ada. Moving on, this episode, I want to start to dive in to the upcoming tiers 3 and 4 a lot more. A couple things that I'm really excited for. I'm excited for the tractors and trucks. I'm excited to get into steel. I think the Xeno Basher is something that's pretty simple and will give us some nice basic defense capabilities. Blueprint is okay. I haven't experimented with this at all yet. Logistics Mark III is going to be phenomenal. And then, of course, we've got more steel, more power, and hypertubes for movement. Today, I want to focus on two things. First, I want to get ourselves enhanced asset security so that we can get the Xenobasher. And then I want to dive into basic steel production so that we can start setting up a factory for steel beams and steel pipes. This is going to take us further beyond the reaches of our current base, much like our coal plant did. This is going to take us further around in the world around us, and we're going to get to explore some new biomes. Starting with enhanced asset security, I've already got most of the resources handy, just got to pick those up. While we're at it, let's also take down the plants that we were set up temporarily last episode to get ourselves some more reinforced iron plates. Now that we have a stable power supply, I can actually AFK in this world, which means that we can get a lot more supplies in our storage systems. Much easier to work with. And all the materials picked up, just load it on in and send it. Then let's immediately select basic steel production,
Milestone
just that we're
reached.
ready to go.
The
Xenobasher is a direct upgrade from the Xenozapper. We have a Xenozapper right now. Oh, look at this new hand slot.
First developed this tool.
Who's the
Quote,
engineer?
The zapper kind of electrocutes
Yeah, it
things.
does.
The basher straight up smacks stuff.
Straight up
while
smacks
also
stuff.
electrocuting them. Unquote. It is beneficial during encounters with aggressive fauna and has been tested thoroughly. The engineer's noble sacrifice for Xeno research will not be
Sacrifice?
forgotten, whoever they were.
Whoever they were? We don't know who they are? They're not called Xeno or they're not called Basher? Unbelievable. Well, it's time to get ourselves the upgrade. Xeno Zappers, no more. It's Xeno Basher time. Put this guy in our hands. Oh, ho, ho. Let's see this. Let's see that animation again. It's gonna go from closed to open. Oh, ho, ho. You hear that sound? Smash, smash. Hey, Bean, you poor innocent thing. You got this coming for you. Bam, 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 bam. I can't kill you, though. It's time to get a move on into basic steel production. We have all the rotors we need, all the concrete we need, all the wire we need, but we don't have modular frames. I think in the next episode, we are going to set up a modular frame factory. But today, that's not our goal. I'm really excited to jump into steel. So it might be back to manually crafting modular frames for now. Freighter is re-arriving as we keep on crafting stuff. Here it is. Look at the flickering on top and freighter re-entry concluded. And we're back, having just completed a whole bunch of crafting. It means that we now have more than enough ingredients for... I lied. We don't have enough wire. Back to the factory! As I was saying, we now have more than enough ingredients to finally get basic steel production. Ada, you got something to tell me?
Coal and iron can
What
be
did we
combined
unlock?
in the foundry
We got
to start
foundry
steel production.
to get steel.
Project
Yes.
part number 2,
Versatile
the versatile
framework, which is part
can
of
only be
phase 2.
created
We can
via
see the top.
automation, not at a crafting bench.
Aha, of
Delivering
course.
these to the space elevator is essential if we are going to complete phase 2 of project assembly and
Great.
save the day.
Then how do we
Fix
craft?
it, and humanity is
Relying on me, Ada. Oh, I cut you off. Sorry, Ada. Okay, what do we got? Versatile framework is produced with modular frames and steel beams. So that modular frame factory we're going to build next episode is going to come in real handy so we can start crafting these versatile frameworks. We need 1,000 of them after all. Despite the night setting upon us, I think we now need to go in search of a place to set up our first steel factory. As Ada said, we're going to need iron ore and coal. But first, let's set up a brief to-do list. I'm going to give ourselves a few extra things over here just in case. Because I get the feeling that we might get sidetracked as we're on our way over. And would you look at that? We've actually already got most of the materials. I just got to run around the factory and pick up a few extra just to be safe, and we'll be good to start exploring. Got everything in the inventory? Yes, I have portable miners. They're just in my hand slot so they don't show up. Let's go, let's go, let's go. It's time for an adventure. Let's see, where do I want to go? Maybe not into this valley of death. Maybe, oh, hi. Collecting a blue power slug. Yummy, 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 yummy. Thank you very much. Oh my god, no, I'm hearing spiders all around me. I don't like that. It's giving me chills. I hate spiders so much in this game. I hate them. And I could set them to cats. Maybe they're already cats. Is that the sound of the cats or is that the sound of spiders? Either way, I really don't like them. Ugh, the Satisfactory team did such a good job of making even arachnophobia mode terrifying, honestly. But thankful. Oh, hello. I just cliff jumped. I fell off a tree. Hard drive. Neat. I just ran off a cliff and ran into a hard drive area. I mean, I'll take it. No complaints here. What are we gonna get? I can throw out some of these iron plates. Take a hard drive out. I might have to come back for these spare parts some other time. Ooh, another blue slug. I'm getting you. I'm picking you up. We are in slug hunting mode, apparently. I love running around and exploring this world. There we are. Picking up blue power slug and... got it. As I mentioned in some past episodes, I've played this game in the past, and I typically ended up basing right around this area. So I'm very familiar with this path. I'm also a part of the Satisfactory Speedrunners Discord, and this is the path that a lot of speedruns take to get to one of the most efficient areas for a factory. I'm gonna get this extra blue slug that's hiding its way back over here and pick it up. See if I can get it before the poison starts hitting me. Nailed it. And let's just head on down here. Easy. Nice. Oh no, there's the cats. Immediate chills. Oh, but there's a gold power slug there. Oh, not worth it. I'm staying away for now. I might come back later, but I'm staying away for now. I am taking a quick pit stop on my way to where I'm exploring to check out a Caterium node right up here at the top of the hill. Now I wonder if this is covered by a boulder. Ah, it's covered by a boulder. Dang it. All right, Caterium might have to wait. For now, it's onwards to where I want to get ourselves. Ooh, another blue slug. We're just, we're really out here today. If we just head over this way, I know from the speed running route that we can head up over this ridge, ignore the spiders, take a leap of faith towards this other crash site, straight through a tree. Easy. Second hard drive acquired. And this right here is the speed running starting area. This is where we've got 3 iron nodes and a limestone node and a copper node all in the same little cluster of an area. So much resources, so much potential over here. But this is not where we're stopping. Oh no. You know, actually, we might build in the next episode. This is a good spot to build a modular frame factory. Oh, I spy a golden slug up there. Not what we're doing. I also see another hard drive down there. Let's head on down there towards where this other crash site is. While we're at it, let's use our new Xenobasher to kill some of these bees. Oh, that didn't go according to plan. Back to the Death Crate location, nice and safe. Got all of our stuff. And it looks like we did successfully take out the Hatcher, which means now we've got Hatcher remains as well. Ada's got a message for us.
Samples of
Hi.
unknown alien species acquired. It is
Ooh, we
unclear
need
where on the
power to
flora or
repair
fauna
this
spectrum
crash
it
pod.
lies, but
Do we have a
initial
way of
data
doing that?
suggests
I don't know
this
if we
might
have.
be a
We do have
nest or an
power for
egg.
fuel. Dang, this is a needy drop pod. But all right, as it wishes. All right, 4 biomass burners all ready and going. And we should have it open, operational, ready to go. Third hard drive of our little run over here. Easy. So easy. Now we can just break this all back down and pretend that it never even happened. I might leave these foundations here, just a little remnant of this moment in time that we've now shared. Okay, let's keep on going. We're almost there. All we gotta do is cross this little river that we got. Look at the fog change. Look at the planet in the sky. We're now entering a new biome, moving from the forest up there into the rocky desert. There's a golden power slug up there. We might get that after we start to build ourselves a little bit of a factory. This right here, this deserty area, nice and dry, this is where I want to build our first steel factory. You can see that we've got a coal node right here, and if I just scan for things on the map, I can scan for both iron and coal, and we'll be able to see we've got a coal node right underneath us. We've got 3 more normal nodes, plus an iron node right over there, which makes it a pure iron node for that matter, which makes this a great area to start building a factory for steel. On that note, while we're looking at the map, just look how far we've come. This is where our space elevator and hub is. This is where our coal plant was. So that distance right there is as far as we've traveled at any time before. And we have just doubled that in mere moments. This world is huge. You can kind of see some little hints at how big it is. We've got a lot more to see. It looks like the iron ore might be at the top of this little hill. Let's build up to there. Ooh, another blue power slug. Let's get it. And is this another cave? 5 power slugs now in our inventory. And a cave. I'll have to come back for this cave. I know that we need mycelia for our MAM research, so I'll have to come back for this. For now, let's keep building up here. And we're up at the top. Where's this iron? Oh, here it is. Our pure iron node has been established. We got our coal ore right down there. So let's start to build a factory platform. I want to extend it kind of in this general direction if I can. Maybe we do it from right here going out, just like this. Wonderful. This is a pretty good start for us. It's not the whole size of the factory quite yet, but this will do at least for a start. I think we'll tap into these 2 coal nodes today, as well as this iron, and those two should balance each other out to get ourselves 120% per minute. First things first, we're gonna need some foundries. Let's just place one down and see what it looks like. This is the foundry that we unlocked today with steel. It's got one output, but two inputs, kind of like an assembler, but all I can do is steel ingots, and it'll combine two ores to create one ingot output, kind of like a smelter, but an alloy maker. So into here, we're going to need to feed 45 iron and coal. But if we're providing 120, then that means that these are each going to need to be at 40. Copy and paste into each of these. Now we've got an output of 40 per minute, which means that our 120 can be equally divided among all three of these. Because these have two inputs, I'm not entirely sure how to make it look pretty, and I would love to get your thoughts on that. For now, what I think I'm going to do is maybe manifold in our coal onto the right side, and then onto the left side, I can do a singular splitter, straight mode, and straight mode. Oh, I love this new mode. And we've got all of our inputs connected. I know there's some clipping going on here, but when we look at it from above, and this is still fairly clean if I do say so myself. Let's get our inputs connected up to each of these. I think what we can do is, in line with the splitter, we can set ourselves a merger. Maybe we'll do that right over here. And connect this up with the Mark II, so that we can connect Mark 1 belts down to each of these two coal nodes. Now we're going to use a conveyor lift to bring this coal up to here, and just feed it into this side of the input. We're going to do, oh, don't fall off. Gonna do a similar thing down here. Hopefully we can get it right on around the same level, and then feed that input right in here. Now we've got coal connected up. We're gonna need to do one more input on this iron, bring this all the way back to the edge of this platform, and then hook this on in. And now we've at least got a perfectly balanced foundry setup producing 120 steel ingots per minute for us. Now what we can do with this steel, we look in here, we can see that we've got steel beams and steel pipes. Steel beams take in 60 per minute to produce 15 beams per minute, and steel pipes take in 30 per minute. But because I know that I'm going to want more steel beams going into the future, I think I'll do 1.5 steel beams and just 1 steel pipe, which means that we need 3 constructors, but it's not going to be even because these are outputting at 40 and we're going to be doing 60, 30, and 30. So I'm going to give ourselves a little bit of space. First, we're going to merge everything back up, feed it out towards me, and then we can have a splitter that comes right there with another splitter right after it. So we can feed our Mark II into there. This is going to collect 40, feed it in at 120, and then we'll split one off into 60 per minute going into one of our constructors. And then the other 60 will go into here, where it'll split into 30 and 30 straight ahead of us. Now we can build our constructors. One aligned on that side, one over here, another one nice and small right in there, and connect all 3 of these up. Beams in 1, beams in 2, but we're going to do this at 50 per minute, so it's only taking in 30. And then we'll do pipes in number 3. And then, of course, link everything up to some storage containers right here at the end. Now that everything is in, everything is set, all of our recipes are good, all that we need to do is hook our power connection back up to our home base, and we are a long way from home. What I'm going to do is I'm going to build some foundations that run all the way up to that point over there. You see where my cursor is? That point over there is where I told you there was the Speedrunner's Island. That's a pretty high up point that's fairly in line with our factory level, so we should be able to just run everything over pretty smoothly. In the future, I might want to connect this up with a truck so that we're getting our output from over here and carrying it over to the factory. But that's not a today thing, that's going to come in the future. Now you may wonder, why are you building this out of 1 meter ramps? And the answer, I can slide jump going up 1 meters. This is something that I discovered while speedrunning with the gang, and it just makes movement so much faster. Going uphill, it's so much nicer to play with. Now we're actually going to break from the grid over here. I know, crazy talk. But we're going to break from the grid so that we can switch our angle and start heading up in the right direction, because over here we were just going to run into that cliff. Now, right at the top over here, we do have to go a little bit steeper, just because this, despite how long it is, you can see just how long this ramp is. Despite how long it is, we're not able to perfectly get 1 meters all the way up to the top. So this little steeper bit and speed bump should do us just fine. Now I'm going to carry this all the way back home to our hub, as you can see in the top of our screen. And we're back home at last, connecting up to our power grid. Let's see the little bit of a spike from our new creation, going from 361 to 436. Oh, 75 megawatts is pocket change now that we have our 1200 megawatt hour coal power plant in the distance. Now we've got ourselves a plant set up for steel beams and steel pipes off in the distance, and we'll revisit that later, but we have some unfinished business to settle with Caterium ore. Let's see, how do we get nobelisks? What's the easiest way to start moving towards that? Is that going to be sulfur, black powder, and the Nobelisk detonator? Oh, and that's going to require some steel pipes. Now that is perfect timing. Now then, where's the nearest sulfur node? Okay, I think this is where we're going to go next. This is where we're going to have our Nobelisk factory. All right, we've made it a lot closer. I think I'm actually going to bring our power on down to where we have this. This is a sulfur node. This is a sulfur node. Okay, let's put a miner down and just get it going for us. No hand mining anymore. We're past that level. Now let's see, what are we going to need for our man? Sulfur. What have we unlocked already? We've made it scannable. But now we're going to need, we're going to need some coal too. Where's the nearest coal? It's going to be our iron plant, isn't it? It's going to be all the way over here. All right. We're going to our steel plant. Coming up upon that factory now. Look what we've created. Doing amazing. We've got ourselves a steel plant. And let's just see how much we're producing so far. We've already got 130 beams and over 100 pipes. Well, I'm going to need those pipes, as we saw earlier, in order to start making some of those nobelisks. But for now, let's steal some of our coal if we've got any to spare in here. We do. Taking all of that, thank you very much. While we're here, let's just take some of these steel beams, because I wouldn't be surprised if we end up needing those as well. And we should now be good to get on back to that sulfur. Right, plenty of sulfur already picked up from this miner. And let's just get to researching. Ada's gonna have a lot of words for us, but I think we might just blast right past what she's got to say. Black powder completed. What have we got on this side? Experimental power generation.
Complete.
Oh, I want to see what this experimental power generation thing is. What is it? What is it? Okay, so I don't care about compacted
Research
coal.
completed. Experimental power
Turbo
generation research options
fuel.
are
Enhanced performance of other fuel sources. I don't care about that yet. Okay, Nobelisk detonator we're going to need. And we're going to need to craft a bunch of black powder for that. 50 black powder crafted, just like that in a snap. And let's research the Nobelisk detonator. Yes, Ada now tells us we've got a detonator and a basic Nobelisk. I bet we got to craft those in
can
here.
be cleared with the basic
Yes.
Nobelisk. It is most effective against organic material and is able to destroy
Craft
small
ourselves some
boulders
of
and porous
these.
rock. Deployed Nobelisks will stick to the first solid surface they touch and queue on the universal detonator. If you do not recall the order in which you deployed the Nobelisks, remember Fixit does not take responsibility for any harm caused due to human
Oh,
error.
of course,
even
Fixit
if those
doesn't take
errors are genetic.
responsibility. I would never expect you to. All right, we got nine Nobelisks throughout this one spare pipe. And we've got ourselves a new fancy Nobelisk detonator. Oh, do I throw them with the Nobelisk detonator? Oh, this is going to be real fun. I see the rock behind this little bit of vegetation. There it is. There is our Caterium rock. Today, we destroy you. Okay, I hit R to reload. Oh, this is it. This is the moment. If I throw this, is it going to hurt me? No, it shouldn't. I have full health anyway. Thrown? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, that was really bad. Do I need to press and hold? Yeah, I do. Oh no. Okay. Well, Hopefully that'll do the trick. Let's put one more on here just for the fun of it. And launch. And then how do I trigger this? Do I just hit it? No. Oh, yes. Yes, look at that. Oh my gosh, that is phenomenal. Oh, we just blew that rock to smithereens. Oh, I feel so powerful. I want to use these nobelisks everywhere. Oh, we need to set up a proper factory for them. Not just like a little sulfur plant. We need a proper factory. That's phenomenal. Well, as promised, let's just build ourselves a mini Caterium factory. Let's get a MAM down just so that we can start making sure that we're on the right track for this research. I'm going to need 50 Caterium ore, which means it's going to take about a minute. And Caterium ore will do what? That'll move us into Caterium ingots. All right, so assuming that it's going to be pretty similar to iron and copper, we're then probably going to need a couple of smelters with a splitter right down the middle, maybe. After that, then we're going to have quick wire. Yes, quick wire. I remember quick wire from my past playthroughs. Let's just set up a couple of constructors then. Presumably I can just have these feeding into each of them evenly, although we'll rebalance as needed. Okay, Caterium research time. Time to get Caterium ingots. Ada, what do you got to tell us? I'll start setting up these factories while we're at
completed. Caterium ingot recipe unlocked. New Caterium research available.
This is going to give us 60, and we're going to want this probably to output 10 per minute so that it's only taking in 30 input. Now we should have 20 Caterium per minute being fed off of this miner. Nice and clean. I want 50 Caterium ingots, and then we can move towards the zip line. Yes, everybody, I love the zip line. I don't care about sun rebar, sure, whatever. Caterium electronics, that's pretty cool. But the zip line, yes. Okay, we're gonna want a lot of quick wire actually. Chomp, chomp, just one more. Oh, I got it right behind me. Good, 50 Caterium ingots. Now let's research and start getting ourselves quick wire. Yes, quick wire unlocked. Now we're gonna need 100 of it for a zip line.
Completed. Quick wire recipe unlocked.
Okay. What is quick wire gonna do? This is gonna output 10 per minute. So how much can we make quick wire? 12 into 60? Can I do 50? Yes. That's going to give us 10. And now we've got a quick wire factory all set for us. And yes, there's our beautiful, beautiful quick wire. Look at that flowing in.
Zipline unlocked. When equipped, the zipline facilitates travel along power lines, regardless of whether the line is powered. Note, based on previous Pioneer events, Fixit recommends not using zip lines during thunderstorms and typhoons or while drinking coffee.
Oh yeah, Ada? Alright, well we've got a ton of quick wire. We just unlocked a zip line and I am so excited to get to using it. I'm also just really curious what's hiding behind this Caterium electronics chain. Now that we have so much quick wire, let's just go ahead and unlock it. What have we got in this world ahead of us? Power poles Mark II? We can probably do AI limiters.
In advanced engineering.
Power switch? Smart splitter. Oh yeah. Zipline requires a Xeno Zapper, and then a zip line. Oh yeah. Let's get that in our hands. Break the equipment workshop. And I'm gonna keep you waiting in suspense. I'm cruel and evil, I know. I want to see what Power Pole Mark II is. Caterium tree is exciting. I love the MAM research. What was below
This
that?
provides additional
Power Pole Mark III?
compared to the
No, we
Power
can't do
Pole
that
Mark
yet because
I.
Power Pole Mark 1, which is like that. Pretty used to seeing that. And then Power Pole Mark 2, which looks like that. I don't know if that's taller or just slightly more reinforced, but it's got, 7 connections. Oh, that's fantastic. And can I upgrade my power poles? I can. Oh, I'm a big fan of this. I love this factory. It's got everything we need as we need it, never running out of stuff. Okay, let's get ourselves an AI limiter. It does take a lot of quick wire to make just one AI limiter. Just to unlock our power switch, we're going to need 50 AI limiters. I think we can do the 10 for the smart splitter right now, but the 50 is going to have to wait for a more automated factory. The smart splitter. All right, let's build ourselves a smart splitter. It looks pretty typical, but we got a button on here, E, to configure smart splitter. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Left out, but we... Oh, now this is like a Minecraft item filter. Anything that's undefined. And then we can have the right be for example, black powder. So that means that we can have a mixed belt of a ton of different items coming through here. With like, let's say we got iron plates, iron rods, and black powder on this belt. The iron plates and iron rods will come out the center because we have any undefined. Nothing will come out the right side, and then on the left side, and then the right side will have all the black Oh, this is so good. Again, I don't think it's something that we'll use too much until we have an automated AI limiter factory, but I am so happy that we have this unlocked. We've now built 2 permanent factories and a mini factory down there in today's episode. I think that's been pretty productive. We've had a pretty nice episode so far. I think this is about where I want to end it for today. Before I leave you all together, we have to try out our zip line. Pop on up onto the wire. Do I have to jump around the power poles? Yes, I do. Okay. Jump around the power poles. I think I might need some practice. Come on, let me up. There we go. I can just keep on holding down the button while also hitting jump. Ah, this is so cool. Take us down to our steel factory to take us out of the episode. Great job, Zipline. Thank you for your service. Oh, and look at the little particles that I'm leaving above me as they fall down from scraping along the wire. It's just such a good touch, the lighting effects and everything. I get the feeling I'm going to be using the zipline a whole lot more going into the future episodes. But for now, that is where I'm going to end it for today. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed as we took our first dive into steel, into Caterium, into Sulfur, taking a deeper dive into the MAM, and exploring more of the map. Next episode, we've got modular frames ahead of us, so I hope you're looking forward to it. It's going to be a fantastic factory. See you then. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.